Blindspot Drop. Let's address validation. I am a strong believer that validation should happen at home. If you, well, I want to start with, because I feel like there, in two relationships, validation is very important. Let's start with the most important relationship to me is validation of your children. If you validate your children at home and you validate them, one, with love, and you validate them two with because children are mean, you validate them and let them know that they are beautiful, they are special, they are worthy. You validate them and give them that confidence at home. Then when they run into that bully in the street or at school, or they run into that control freak boyfriend or girlfriend, if they're validated and they're solid in who they are, a lot of stuff is going to bounce right off of them. I believe that little girls should have their first dates with their father. Their father should be their first example of what a man should be in their lives. Their first roses should come from their father. And when I say date, I don't mean you need to take them somewhere you want their husband to take them. I'm talking about Steinhilber's, Ruth Chris, and everyone ain't got that kind of money. But don't take your baby to McDonald's for her first date. And this needs to start immediately, because what you're doing is you're validating her, and in the sense that this is the type of man that I want in my life, and this is the type of man that I'm worthy of having in my life. So I need for my men to have little girls. The validation starts with you. Who they choose to spend their time with starts with you. How they choose to spend their time with this person, I should say, starts with you. The children look up to their parents. And that goes for little boys too, because, I know I say all the time that Savion's, whoever he ends up with, they're going to have to know how to cook. And they're going to have to be real. Well, they're going to have to be real for me. But they're going to have to know how to cook, and they're going to have to know how to be real. The second validation I want to talk about is validation in a relationship. Now, and I've been here. If you are not validating your partner at home, and you're not telling them that they're handsome or telling them that they're beautiful, if you're not noticing the little things like they did their hair differently, or they have on a new shade of lip gloss, and this stuff may seem small, but it will go a long way, especially to someone who does not get it. You validate that person at home, because when you aren't getting that type of validation from home, and as soon as you get it outside of home, it becomes something that was only meant for a compliment. It can become something totally huge. Validation is so important. And if you are not getting validation, validate yourself. You can look up, and this is the conceited part of me that's about to come out. You can get up in the morning and you look in the mirror and you say every morning, I love you and you are beautiful. And validate yourself. It's possible to validate yourself, and it's okay. It's not necessarily conceitedness, because that goes back to loving yourself. It is important to love and respect yourself. But if you are in a relationship and you are around people, you have to validate the people that you're around, because it helps their self-esteem, and it boosts up their self-worth. And to have a strong self-worth. It helps because the people that come on all this negative energy, that negative energy does not penetrate that validation, that shield of validation that everyone should have. You can even validate someone through love just by saying, I love you. I love you. And nothing can penetrate our love. That is validation. Understand, that's validation to the utmost. So blind spot drop. As many times as you can, you need to validate your loved ones. I don't care how small it is. I don't, you look good in them jeans, or your hair, that color really brings out your complexion, or whatever. Just validation is just a wonderful small gift, but it goes a long, long way. Blind spot drop.